Alright, welcome back to the new world. This is 17.1.1, and yeah, just getting back into the swing of things, trying out Minecraft. Still pretty new to the game. Just trying to get things. We decided last part of this that we were going to do dark oak forest next to the mountains, and we were deciding between whether to live in the mountains and be like look at the forest, or vice versa. We decided to do the forest, and we're going to do like fantasy style. So we're going to get bright and colorful, which means eventually we're going to want a wool farm. We're going to want more copper, like is there, and we're going to let that age. So we're going to have variations of copper, which means eventually we'll want bees so that we can wax it. So eventual goals, probably going to want bee farm, wool farm, and honestly, I'm not big into redstone. Never really done any sort of redstone projects, but I would love some way to get a large amount of gravel. Yay for sound! Yeah, we have sound today. I'm excited. If you can actually hear it, it'll be really fun. I'm excited to see, so I can actually hear when a creeper comes up behind me and I don't die to it immediately. I should eventually make this farm bigger, but I really like the farms on top of the mushrooms, so maybe I'll do another. That'd be a really small one here. Maybe I could do that though. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Let's plant some more wheat and let that grow so we can breed more sheep, because eventually, like I said, we're going to want a wool farm right away. I want a lot of different colored wool to go with the fantasy theme. I want to get some iron, but where we were going to do some strip mining, we actually ran into a mine shaft right away, and this early in the game, a mine shaft would probably end me, so I should dig in the other direction to get away from the mine shaft, most likely. Oh, we can actually hear sheep instead of me. This wouldn't be too bad of a spot, I think. It's not too far from the base. I like the protection of this area. There's some gravel here. That'd be nice. Good start. Because we said we wanted a concrete farm, or concrete machine maybe in the future. Never made one. We'll see. I've heard they're a huge pain. But yeah, we'll start with digging this gravel and see where it takes us. Could do an adventure and look for a flower forest so I can get a bunch of different colored dyes. Oh, I thought that andesite was more gravel. Alright, and eventually this will be like a 2x2, 3x3 bigger shaft. And I do, little heads up, I do kind of spam torches. I know that light level 7 is all it like has to be. As long as it's above 7, mobs can't spawn until 1.18, and then they'll be able to. They have to be complete darkness, but I often end up. I've realized I place a torch, and I tend to be around the comfort level of light level 12. Once we get some of that wool and all that sort of stuff that helps us with our building, that's when I'm going to start working on our base. And then this little fantasy area can be a starter base, but we can definitely develop it into a final base. I know that a starter base versus final base is more of like what large channels do, but I also like the idea of starting somewhere and ending up somewhere else. More realistic to grow and move. And we found a cave. Oh, nice. Running into copper and iron. What a good start. I wish I had fortune and stuff already, but obviously that's a little ways out. We're going to probably turn all of this coal into torches, because like I said, I do spam torches, so I need a lot of them and I use a lot of them. And there looks like another cave. That's exciting. If I can just plug this up and all the water will go away. It is dripstone. That's cool. We haven't found any of that. Obviously, we're just like starting our exploring. That is cool. I love the new dripstone, so gonna definitely check that out. I don't have any armor either. It'd be interesting if you could craft sticks back into planks. I don't know if that's something other people would like to see, but I feel like crafting stick, you can craft so many things back into like a full block. It might be nice to be able to do that. For this time lapse here, I'm just going to let you guys know, just so that you're not bored. We found the mine shaft that we hit earlier on in episode 1. We just found it from a different spot. We also saw that it attaches to a ravine, so that's something exciting news to find out. We'll definitely tackle that in the future. After doing some mining, I decided to go right back up to the surface, so just letting you know so you're not bored and watching some mining. This next little part here is me getting on a little soapbox, so feel free to listen. It is a little sappy. Otherwise, feel free to skip it, and we'll be right back on the surface. Thanks. I also might consider making like an early wheat farm. I've really never dove into redstone of any kind. Like I've always just been a manually do things. I like not necessarily the grind, but just the simple aspect of it all. Of the game, I like the simple stuff and doing the manual harvests and the manual placing of blocks, like without the insta mine and insta anything, which I'm sure some people are also that same way. Usually nobody's ever one of one. Obviously, I hope there's some people out there that are one of one in some things, but odds are, with the amount of people that are in the world, very low chance. And I'd like to say that's not cynical, but with the type of person I tend to be, that's probably cynical. And I don't view it as a negative thing, but some people might view that as negative or depressing. They don't want to be told that they're not special or unique, which, just because other people are like you out there, doesn't mean you're not special. You don't have to be the only person that does something, or is good at something, or thinks one way, to be special. Because, honestly, like, it sounds sappy, but, like, anybody that watches my stream, I view as special to me. So you're special in some way to someone at all times, no matter what type of person you are. That's something that I always struggle with. Something I always have to deal with is thinking that I'm special, because I often tell myself that I'm not. That's something that people really got to work on, and something that I think as long as people talk to people that they care about, they learn that you are special. So if you're watching this or listening to this right now, you're special to me. So you're special to someone, you are special. And I'll get off my little soapbox and get back to mining. Heading on home to drop our stuff off. I've never had shulkers before. I'm sure those are game changing. Hey, this thing already aged. Is that what a cool sound. We wanted that to age, but I had to hear it again. I think I might make like a little janky dripstone farm for a bit here. I think that can be it. That was immediate. So we can do that. A couple more of these. I know they're ugly. But this early in the game, we deal with ugly. You know? For those that didn't pay attention earlier on, the other day, yeah. Our farms are going to be placed on top of mushrooms for now. can never have too much black dye. I've found that out from watching other people play, which is how I got into Minecraft, was just simply I'd never even tried it before. And I decided, I'm going to watch. And the person I decided to watch, his name was Impulse SV. And I was watching him play, and I was like, this game looks like something I might actually like. So I decided to give it a try. Enjoyed it, and I decided, you know what? Other people might enjoy watching it. Decided I think I could provide some good Minecraft entertainment, whether it's, hey, I'm better than this guy. I like watching somebody that I'm better than. Or if it's, you know, maybe one day I'll teach you something. I remember I had a friend I taught. He didn't realize that you could dye the words on signs. He had been playing Minecraft for years and didn't realize you could dye the text on signs. So maybe something that small could be taught. If not, I hope you enjoy anyway. If you don't enjoy, you know, what's the deal, man? There. It's a dripstone, but it's more like floatstone. This shouldn't be too bad of a spot. Just all three kind of floating next to each other. They kind of look like those end gateway, I think they're called. Again, I'm not super seasoned at this game. I've actually never been to the end. I've never been to the end. I've never technically beaten the game. I've never had an elytra. This will all be a new experience. I eventually want to find a place for our axolotl because they're cute and I want to use it. Well, I can't really use it, but... And I'm pretty sure you have to lay these 5 spaces apart is when they age fastest. I believe is what I heard. Man, I commend them on their new blocks. A lot of them have beautiful sounds, like the amethyst, the copper. Yeah, so all those should age pretty fast and turn to that bright green color. I don't know, with us having like making like a little magical looking forest, first of all, the idea of floating stuff wouldn't be out of place because magic, but there's going to be a lot of green. And I don't know if the copper is going to blend into the green if it ages. Like, I don't want it to get lost. And red in natural, like, color, like when you're in nature, red is a color that pops. And that's why animals tend to be scared of it, because red is just a color that is not natural to them. So the orange of the copper, like the copper brown color of the copper, sticks out amongst the green. So in the future, I could always change up some of the green to make sure the green, like the aged copper, stands out, or maybe we leave the copper the same color as it is. I don't know. We'll have to think about that as it goes, because I do think, now that I think about it, it might not work to do just the plain copper. Plans always change, so we'll see. I like the idea of having a lightning rod next to us. Just a heads up, I did a fire tick off. It's the only rule that I change in the game. Like, it's the only thing that I change that's not vanilla to the game. Is I'm thinking about doing some data packs and like Optifine. I've heard a lot of people say good things about Optifine. I've considered getting a resource pack to make the clouds look pretty. I think it's called like Fancy Cloud Data Pack. Those are ones I've considered, but yeah, the only one I do is Fire Tick I have off. I don't like the idea of lightning striking randomly when I'm around but not paying attention, and then I end up having the forest completely burned down. And because I plan on using a lot of wool, I don't want to lose the wool. I just don't want to deal with that. So yeah, I often turn just Fire Tick off because they're not going to drop a lot of eggs. And then my plan here is actually once more chickens are here, I'm going to make this all hoppers. I wish you had my lightning rod. Well, they do attract electricity and bolts, so I'd say our chemistry's pretty electric. I'm apparently sending messages too quickly. Yeah, Twitch updated their... Ooh, the copper's already aging because it's spread apart. Nice. Twitch updated their services. Like, it's not a setting that I can do. Like, if you put it in slow mode, it gets even worse. Hey, let's eat some wheat and make babies. Yes, babies. It gives me some experience. I don't like the fact that you get experience for making babies. I saw some more pumpkins over here. Really, I feel like I could probably start turning, after I made all those torches, I can make a few jack-o'-lanterns. Let's do that. We'll make a few jack-o'-lanterns just because they kind of fit our whimsical theme. Well, we can start making... Oops, I made a whole bunch of boots. And I just wasted all my iron. Good game. Brain leg. Streamer brain leg. A shield. And for those wondering, my skin is the Pokemon trainer AJ from, I believe it's episode 3 of season 1. That's who he's modeled after. He's the one with the Sandshrew, who has 99, Ash's 99th in a row victory, and then is a 100th in a row without a loss. It's Team Rocket, and then we never see him again, even though they say he's going to be Ash's rival. He's always been one of my favorite people ever in the anime. And it was him and the dude from X and Y who has the Mega Charizard, are probably my 2 favorite trainers in Pokemon. But yeah, as I was saying, AJ, he has the Sandshrew, and that was like the first one-hit KO move ever shown in the show. His Sandshrew uses Fisher, and I always thought that was really cool. I've always liked AJ. He starts out, he's like the first character that makes you potentially dislike Ash as well. Because he shows up and Ash is like rude, and then he's like rude back to Ash, but only because Ash is rude. And then he's like, what's your problem? And then you find out AJ's Pokemon all love him because he's so good of a trainer and he actually like cares about them. Obviously Sandshrew is a clear favorite. Like, if I was his Pokemon, I'd be like, yeah, Sandshrew the favorite. the favorite child. But yeah, I love AJ. I'm sure I'll tell this story more in the future as more viewers come in and want to know where the skin is from or want to see the skin. I can explain it. But there we go. We got 10 jack-o'-lanterns, and all of these seeds can help make bone meal, which is helpful. And then we'll start replacing. Actually, that torch can be replaced by that. But yeah, we'll start replacing some of these torches with jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, I like that. With the copper laying around, it kind of looks purposeful. I think I might do just bee, which is good because that means we're not too far from the bees, which we're going to eventually need a bee farm because I want to use copper. We got a puppy! Took all 4 bones, so I was close. But now the puppy will follow us, and we'll make sure the boy or girl is happy and sitting comfortably. Where should we'll say this is a girl. Where should we have her sit? If she gets on top of this, that'd be cute. We're gonna just have you sit there. Okay, you agree. I like that. And the future of that little path is definitely going to end up being a dirt path. Or not a dirt path, a bridge. A rope bridge. At least the plan is a rope bridge. It might turn into obviously a different type of bridge, but it'll be a bridge. Yeah, I know we have full iron armor. That took longer than needed because of what I did with the whole shoes, but you know, while I'm here, let's just get some. Let's make it a little prettier around here. I know I said I'd probably hold off on it, but can't hold off. Can't hold off any longer. Let's make it suspended. If anybody has any tips on how to build this bridge, be much appreciated. For now, I guess I kind of have a vision that we'll go with. Well, next, we'll probably want to either search for bees and flowers, bees in a flower biome would be nice. Or you can try to find specific colored ones to figure out what colors we want to use. I feel like pink and red wouldn't be bad. Purple. I love purple and blue. Those are like my favorite colors, so we'll do those. I like the look of that. I think it looks nice. For our first build, especially as a new player, I'd like to think that that's good. I would like to make it look like it's more suspension-y, but maybe I'll build some pillars down in the future. That'd probably be better. Hi, buddy. Hi, Alex. That's one of my cats, Alex, that you just heard or probably heard. What? Did you find a bug? Yeah, get it. Get it. Good boy. Get it. Can I see? Come here. Oh, there's a boy. Say hello. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. You got that bug. There you are. Hi. Good boy. I love you. I love you. Alright. I feel good about what we accomplished in today's stream. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I very much enjoyed myself. I think that was the most amount of concurrent viewers I've had yet. It wasn't much, but, you know, it's something to everyone, so I really appreciate the people that did stop by. You are so appreciated, and I hope you stick with me every time. I try to stream 7 days a week, except for Thursdays is when I record my podcast, the Glaziar Gambol. So, yeah, usually 7 to midnight Central Time, or somewhere between there, so 8 to midnight, 7 to 11. It's just between 7 and midnight.